The classic M1A is easily one of the best rifles in the game. Now, when it first came out, we all called it the GOAT because whether you use the original version or the named variant, the Baker's Dozen, you were able to hit some crazy numbers with a rifle and just spam them across the board and take out your enemy. So much so that the developers had to nerf this weapon way back in what, like year one, year two. But then it was reworked yet again with all the rifles during the whole Project Resolve rebalancing patch. Now, with that being said, we are still in the global event Reanimated, and like I've been telling you, whether it be a marksman rifle, a pistol, or a rifle, you are able to turn your normal headshot builds into God mode builds, and you're able to just one-shot everything. I mean, in this video, during the gameplay, I do heroic 4 directives in just minutes. Everything's a headshot, everything explodes. It's amazing. Now, if you thought you liked the marksman rifle or pistol build, just wait until you find this one, because the shield heals itself and you're one-shotting everything. So, I mean, come on, what's there not to love? Here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video, and shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's build video, I'm going to bring to you a classic M1A build that you can use right now during the Reanimated event, and you can just steamroll through any sort of content you want. I really hope you enjoy, and well, if that sounds good, sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. How I start all my build videos is I'll do the build breakdown first, I'll show you how to put it together, and then I will show you all of the gameplay at the end. So, here is your build breakdown. Starting with the specialization, this is the technician specialization. Now, you don't need to use this specialization, however, I am using it for 2 reasons, okay? So the first one is I do get another skill tier towards my shield. So I do have a tier 3 shield just for no reason. It's really nice, actually. But on top of that, I have a tier 2 Artificer Hive. Artificer? Artificer Hive. Now what this does is it heals your shield every few seconds, okay? So not only that, but it gives you a nice bump. So it says right here the skill repairs 33%. The buff amount is right around 33%. The skill refresh is at 7 seconds. And the cool thing about this shield hive combination is you never have to set your hive down. You can just keep the hive on your hip and just whip out the shield, and that hive will work automatically. So you never have to actually use the skill or drop it or throw it or anything like that. Just keep it on your hip, whip out the shield, and you're good to go. It will heal every 7 seconds. It's pretty cool. So, you have your survivability through your shield. You get, nice little heals on it from your hive. That is possible with your technician. And, well, let's talk about the weapons. So, right off the bat, my secondary and sidearm are just placeholders. You can use whatever it is you want. I have the Slayer here, and I have the backup boomstick. But again, they're just placeholders. I'm not even using them. I'm using the primary weapon only because that's the star of the video. So here it is, the classic M1A. This is probably the same weapon that I've had since like year 2 of the game. It's a really strong weapon, and once you find one with damage to targets out of cover, it's easy to just change the talent for whatever it is you want. Now, I know a lot of people are going to ask, what's that skin? And here you go. You have the 2 different classic M1A skins right here. Boom, shakalaka. All right. Now, as far as the weapon itself, it is not fully maxed out. I'm at expertise 21, so it is 7% lower. But I do have max attributes with damage to targets out of cover and the talent determined. So determined goes hand in hand with reanimated. You need headshots for reanimated, you need headshots for determined. After you get a headshot with Determined, your next one's a headshot. Guess what? That's exactly what you need for Reanimated. So boom, headshot, and guess what? Boom, headshot. Now that goes hand in hand with the chess piece, so the chain killer. So if you're using Determined, you want Headhunter. You don't need Perfect Headhunter. You don't. You don't have to use Perfect Headhunter. However, with my build combination, that is the best for me. Now let me explain. So a lot of people might be like, but I don't have the chain killer. But check out this combination for the build, right? So I'm using the Ninja Bike. What this does is it, utilizes that talent resourceful, so it slots in with any brand set or gear set to fulfill a set bonus requirement. So one piece, breaking point turns into two, one piece aces and eights turns into two. Same with the Overlord and the Zoo or the Eagle's Grasp. So what I'm doing here is I'm just stacking rifle damage on top of rifle damage on top of rifle damage. So the best thing for me for the chess piece would be this chain killer, because with the Ninja Bike it gives me weapon damage and damage to armor, and then it also gives me that perfect headhunter. So we get perfect headhunter with more multiplicative and more base damage. Now, what else could I use in that slot to increase my weapon damage even further? I can't really. And that's the whole point I'm trying to make here. Is that, yeah, in this build combination, you might not be able to get away from the chain killer. You could maybe just use normal Walker Harris and then use a normal Headhunter talent, and that would work just fine. So it doesn't have to be perfect Headhunter, but I am explaining that the Walker Harris in this combination is needed here. So it could be the chain killer or it could just be the normal Walker Harris. But either way, it needs to either have that Headhunter or perfect Headhunter combination. Now, going back to the Ninja Bike, the whole build is revolved around this thing. So it gives us all three core attributes. We get weapon damage, we get armor, we get a skill tier, and then more importantly, we get that resourceful talent. So resourceful gives us +1 bonus to each of these. So like I said, the breaking point 2-piece gives us rifle damage. The Eagle's Grasp, that 2-piece also gives us rifle damage. The Fox's Prayer gives us rifle damage and accuracy. The Aces and Eights also gives us rifle damage. And then, of course, that Walker and Harris giving us the weapon damage and damage to armor. So you can see how this build is set up specifically for this weapon and for this global event. We're just going for just pure, raw damage. Just raw headshot damage with the classic M1A. Hit them in the head, you're good to go. Now, just speed running through all of these. The Ninja Bike, everything's maxed out with headshot for that mod. Going to the breaking point mask, the 2-piece gives us rifle damage. We have weapon damage for the core, headshot, and a headshot mod. For the Walker Harris, this is the named variant, the Chain Killer. The Walker Harris brand set bonuses gives us weapon damage and damage to armor. We have weapon damage for the core, headshot, crit chance, and a headshot mod with perfect headhunter. Going down to the holster, these are Aces and Eights holster. The 2-piece bonus gives us rifle damage. We have weapon damage for the core and headshot. Going to the knee pads, we do have Fox's Prayer. These are best in slot for any damage or damage with armor build. And the reason for that is it comes with that damage to targets at a cover attribute. Now, we also get weapon damage from the Overlord brand set bonus, giving us that 10% rifle damage. We have weapon damage for the core attribute and headshot. And finally, the gloves, Eagle's Grasp. These are the named gloves that give us weapon handling. We have headshot, weapon damage, magazine size, and more rifle damage. So everything, every single item on this build helps us. There's nothing that hurts us here. The only thing is the secondary. The secondary and sidearm. You can use something else that could help you there, but let's be real. If you're just using the classic M1A, you're good to go. Now, as far as the skills, I already told you, hide behind the shield. The shield gets healed from the hive. And let's finish up with the stats. This is for your classic M1A. We are just about 755 for that weapon damage on the classic M1A. We have 160% headshot, and remember, you have to be over 150 for the headhunter to work. So we are there. That's not bad. The rest is spec'd into, weapon handling and whatnot. Speaking of the offensive tab here, we're at 126% all weapons damage bonus and 100% rifle damage bonus. So we're at 226% damage bonus total every time we're using the classic M1A, and that's before the headshots and everything. This thing is ridiculously strong. Resourceful on the backpack, perfect headhunter on the chest piece, determined on the weapon. For the defensive tab, we are over 1 million armor. We're at that max health of 363, and we're at 10% explosive and hazard protection, but that's due to my watch level. So here's my disclaimer for all my build videos. I'm at watch level 13,114. That means all these boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. So if you are at or above shade level 1000, you can copy and paste my build and get the exact same numbers and results. However, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these boxes are not going to be maxed out. So when you go to copy and paste my build, some of your numbers might be a little bit lower. It's okay. Don't freak out. It's still a great build to use, I promise. Just put it together and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And remember, expertise can only help you so far. Let's see here. I do have max expertise skills, which help out, what does this help out? The active regeneration and the tech efficiency. And I'm maxed out on the backpack, and that gives me a little bit more armor. But you can see the rest of these have, more work to be done to make it even better. And my classic M1A is not maxed out either, so you can make that one even better as well. But that's it for the build breakdown. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you found this helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing, and let me know, where you're from. Shout out where you're from. It's cool to see where everyone's from. But that's it for me. I'm Kamikazevondoom. Take care of yourself, and peace out. Oh, yeah, and roll that gameplay footage. All right, and for the PvE gameplay, oops, can't do all directives. I do want to use my rifle. There we go. So we'll do, 4 directives, Lincoln Memorial, Heroic. This is with the reanimated event, and I am using my rifle. Here we go.
No easy feats, Kamikazevondoom, the name we know. Through chaos and fire, he strikes each foe with the skill. according to the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs. We can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep them from being able to transport those mortars loaded with DC-62. That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
You think closing the tunnel was smart? Fuck you! You locked yourself in with Come on! Stop it!
Good work. Go on and head back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial.
If you hadn't stopped them, I know they would have used those weapons on us, and we would have ended up like Castle. I can't tell you how relieved I am to have you on our side. Thank you.
Today, we dealt
Not
a great
too
blow to
shabby,
True Sun's
not
infrastructure.
too
We
shabby.
confiscated a massive
And
cache
that
of
is
chemical
with
weapons
a
and
classic
eliminated a stronghold near the
M1A
campus.
using
You should be proud.
Determined
You saved a lot
as
of
the
lives
talent.
today.
Come on, show us the numbers. There we go. We did 510 million damage, 94 deaths, 6 minutes. That was pretty quick. Pretty quick for heroic and 4 directives. Really quick. It says here that we were able to get 62 headshots and get 94 kills out of it. Not bad. Not bad at all. But try this right now. It's a lot of fun. I'm telling you, either a pistol, a rifle, or a marksman rifle, and you are good to go. I am Kamikazevondoom. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.